Hello my dear learners, welcome to my channel. My name is Namita. How are you all doing? Well, today I'm going to talk to those learners who feel that they cannot speak fluently in English because their grammar is weak. Now the question arises that is it important to study grammar to work on your spoken English? If you want to improve your spoken English, should you study grammar or not? I would keep that answer very simple, that no, you don't have to put too much effort on learning grammatical intricacies or just getting into the whole grammar thing if your prime focus is just to build fluency. If you're only working on your speaking skills, then grammar is not that relevant. I'm not talking about your writing skills. I'm not talking about studying grammar as a language. We are just focusing on building fluency. So it is all about our speaking skills. Grammar doesn't play a significant role when you speak in English. Now we will talk about the reasons why grammar is not such an important thing. Because many trainers, many tutors, if you go to them or if you join an institute, you tell them that you want to speak English fluently, they immediately jump into teaching you grammar. They will get into teaching grammar rules, the tenses, the verbs, the prepositions and all of that. You study them, you spend 2-3 months learning all the grammar details, but you find yourself still not being able to speak in English. Why does it happen? Now, first question I want to ask all of you. If grammar has the capability to make us fluent, then why didn't it make us fluent in childhood? Because grammar is introduced in junior classes only in Indian schools. So why can't we speak in English? Because we have studied grammar so well during our school days. There was a teacher who would put so much of stress on tenses, teaching us all the rules, and it was taught religiously in each and every school, whether it's a Hindi medium school or an English medium school, everybody is taught grammar. So if grammar could make us fluent, then we should have been fluent by now. If you think that you will study all the grammatical details now and now you will be fluent, then you are completely wrong. Look at the people around you. Do you think they have all the knowledge of grammar that you are spending your time gaining? Most of the people in corporate, in private sector don't even know much about grammar, but they can speak well. They might make a few mistakes here and there, but it is not stopping them from being fluent. You are getting impressed by their English, but you ask them any grammar rule or any grammar specific thing, they would not be able to tell you, but they are fluent. How? They are fluent just the way you are fluent in your mother tongue. How did you become fluent in your mother tongue? Did you learn grammar or any other details from your mother tongue? No. You did not learn it. You learned to speak the same sentences, the same language that your parents and people around you were speaking just by listening to them. When you started speaking, you weren't even able to write it. You didn't know anything about it. If your mother tongue is Hindi, if your mother tongue is Bengali, if your mother tongue is Punjabi, no one had taught you Uda, Eda, Idi, Sasa in Punjabi. No one taught you Ka, Kha, Ga in Hindi, but you can still speak Hindi so well. It is because you picked up that language from the people around you. Now you are not being able to speak English because no one around you is speaking in English. That is the problem. The environment is not from that English language. A native English speaker, a child who is born in an English country, a child who is born in UK, US, Canada, Australia can automatically speak in English before they are taught grammar. How? Because they pick it up from the people around them. So for learning any language, not just English, you don't need to get into grammar or any other detail. You just have to copy the way other people are speaking, and that's what you did when you were 1.5, 2 years old, when you started speaking smaller words and then you converted them into sentences and you have learnt the whole language, your mother tongue, your native language, your first language. Similarly, you will be able to pick up English also, and you will be able to make yourself completely fluent just by copying it from other people, just by picking up this language from your surroundings. If not too many people are speaking, then join groups of people who are learning English. You will come across so many people who are working on their English, and there are people to teach them English. They have trainers who can help you. in speaking English. You can start watching English movies, you can start listening to English songs, you can just convert the whole environment, surround yourself with complete English if you truly want to speak in English. But grammar, if you focus so much on it, it is going to confuse you further. Let's not get into any complicated things. Suppose I talk about simple present tense and I tell you that the construction of simple present tense is subject plus first form of verb plus s or es plus object. Now a simple sentence is I teach English. But if I tell you that this is a construction subject plus first form plus s, es plus object, then you would be confused. What is the first form? What is the second form? Teach, taught. What should I do? S or es, do or does, do not. What is this? It will confuse you. It will not help you construct a sentence properly. The people who are fluent don't think of the rules, don't think of the tenses, don't think which form they are supposed to use, whether it will have an s. They don't think of subject verb agreement, nothing. They speak because they just speak. So you should focus on speaking, not grammar. There are people who know grammar better than anyone else. They know grammar, the details, they know everything about grammar. They can teach you grammar very well, but they cannot speak. So be very clear that grammar is not going to make you fluent. It doesn't make anyone fluent. If you want to be fluent, then you are wasting your time studying grammar, because when you get into the details, it takes months. Grammar is, even if you pick up parts of speech, you study nouns, pronouns, verbs, adverbs, conjunctions, interjections, prepositions, everything in detail. Like each part of speech, if you study in detail and then you get into active, passive voice and whatnot, you would accumulate a lot of knowledge, but again you won't be able to speak. And your focus is speaking, because you want to get into interviews, you want to speak fluently because you want to get a good job in corporate, you want to work in a multinational company. So of course you have to have a good command over your fluency. If that is your focus, then please stop putting so much effort on your grammar. Grammar can help you only at the initial stage, just for super basic, the people who have just started to learn English, those who know nothing about English. English can be an alien language for some people. So the very beginners level, when they have just started to form sentences, grammar can just make you understand it better. Of course, grammar is important, but for this video is for intermediate level people, the people who already know English, those who are already being able to read it, understand it, they can form sentences. So those people who are now striving to be more fluent, those who want to speak advanced level English, they are not happy with just using very basic English, or they feel that they understand English, they properly understand what the other person is saying, but when it comes to their speaking, they are simply hesitant, or they are scared to speak in English. They have this fear of being judged. For them, grammar is not important. Only at the initial stages, for the people who cannot even understand. I have some learners who cannot understand English. I mean, they can read the sentence well, but if you ask them the meaning of it, they don't know. They have read it, but they don't know the meaning. For them, grammar can play a certain role, but the people who can understand well, who can make sentences well, but just are very scared to speak English themselves and they want to be fluent, please leave grammar aside. It is not going to make you fluent. Instead, start working on your vocabulary, phrases and sentences. Learn phrases, observe how other people are speaking, what are their choice of words, how they are forming their sentences. This is going to help you. So we are ending this video on the note that don't spend too much time on studying grammar. Instead, put more effort on phrases and try to speak like the native speakers or like the people who are already very good English speakers. Just copy their style of speaking. Copying is the best method to learn English. Grammar is not the best method. People use it. They might be successful. I don't know how much can grammar make you fluent if you are studying only grammar. But copying is 100%. It's a sure shot way to be fluent. So start copying people. Look at how they are forming sentences, how they are speaking English, and you will be fluent too. So keep practicing, Keep working on your English. Just speak. Focus only on speaking and you'll be fluent one day. Very soon, just a few months, and you'll be fluent. Take care of yourself. Bye bye for now.